We're going.
Hello, Redis Turtle again with Green, Rosie, and our new camera person who ditched us last time, Shortround. So, Riders of Guardians, and it was okay for a kids movie. It was great for a kids movie. It was good until the kids showed up. Why do kids have to be kids in kids movies? I hate kids in kids movies. They're annoying.
Because they're kids movies.
So you can have a kids movie without a kids in it.
Says who? What? Name one good kids movie with no kids in it.
Aladdin?
There were kids in that.
No, they weren't.
Not speaking.
No, yeah.
They spoke, they laughed.
They laugh. That's fine.
Yeah, but they weren't the main characters. And
they weren't the
anyway.
main characters in this either.
Yeah, I know, but they
Lion
were
King.
still annoying.
Lion King.
No, they had Simba as a cub.
Simba as a kid.
Okay. Plot. Draco Malfoy, Russian Santa Claus, Hugh Jackrabbit, Tooth Fairy, and Sandman. Sorry to say the wolf from Evil Jude Law.
That's what it was.
Yeah, it was Jude Law.
I
And that was Baldwin was Santa Claus.
Who was the Easter Bunny?
You know, if
Hugh Jackman. That's why she called him Hugh Jackrabbit.
Yeah.
Okay, that's...
You know, if there were more Christmas movies had Russian Alec Baldwin Santa Claus in them, I would watch Christmas movies.
He was awesome.
He was awesome.
The thing about this movie, the plot was incidental. It was all about the characters.
Yeah, the characters were fun. Especially Santa Claus. I like Sandman. He didn't talk.
He didn't. He was fun.
Yeah.
He's the resident R2.
And Hugh Jackrabbit. Hugh Jackman's always fun, though.
Yeah.
But,
my big thought about this movie in a nutshell is, you know all those childhood figures you grew up with and believed in as children? What if they formed the most awesome RPG party who ever lived?
no, it's the Expendables for kids.
Ah.
It is. It really is the Expendables for kids.
But, yeah, Jack Frost is stupid and boring.
Yeah.
He falls through tricks way too easily. But other than that, all the other characters are great. I like the characters that don't talk.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that a lot of movies recently have been ripping off Despicable Me with the little voiceless minions who jump around and squeak. But I love those little voiceless minions who jump around and squeak, even though this movie had two groups of them. Yeah, Easter eggs and the elves.
Hey, don't forget the Yeti, though.
Oh, the Yeti, but they didn't jump around and squeak. They just growl.
The Wookiees, as I call them.
Yeah.
The winter Wookiees.
There was the Tooth Fairies, the little fairies.
Oh yeah, those two. So they all each had their little groups, except for Sandman. Poor Sandman. And Jack Frost.
He doesn't have a posse.
Well, Jack Frost had actual kids.
Which made me think he was kind of like a child molester, especially at the end. When the little boy was giving him a hug, he's like...
Before that, when North had the book and he was like, I was waiting for him to say, I do.
I don't know if it was just because I don't know if it was just because I was watching Save's top 10 favorite musicians today and he had Oingo Boingo on there, but at that scene when you were talking to him, I started thinking, I love little girls, they make me feel so good.
Yeah, like he kind of was hesitant, like, where am I supposed to touch this child at?
Yeah, he's like, okay.
On another note, on a non-pedophile note, that scene where the kid finally sees him, and he's like,
It was a little too over the top.
Well, no, because he's like, hey, Jamie, remember that time when you slid off into the freeway
and almost died,
and careening into traffic, and there was trucks turning over,
and you could have died like a billion times,
and probably a whole bunch of people lost thousands of dollars in property,
and then you got slammed by a couch.
That was me.
That's really cool.
And the kid's reaction is like,
Loki for kids.
Yeah.
He was like
Loki light.
Loki light, yeah. He's the Loki I wanted in Thor that we didn't get.
Yeah. We got him a little bit in Avengers.
We did get a little bit, but he wasn't as mischievous as he should have been.
Yeah.
He was the only part of the Avengers that I didn't like, was that Loki was so
Serious?
Yeah, angst-ridden.
Even though he's still my favorite character?
He is still my favorite character. I love Loki.
Yeah.
What's not to love?
Yeah.
Get up.
There, I have a cigarette butt in my pocket.
Congratulations. There's a trash can right there.
Throw it away later.
Ashtray. Anyway,
Back to the movie. Back to the movie.
Well,
what else is there to say?
I really wanted to go into this thinking it was going to be bad.
It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. It wasn't as good as...
I didn't like the climax.
Yeah, it wasn't...
And it seemed to hit every beat of every kid's movie ever.
It did.
It's like the team forms and they don't really trust the new guy. Then they start to get along, and then they think the new guy betrayed them, and then the new guy has to find himself, and then they join up again, and then there's an epic climax. And
The epic climax was not so. Except that I liked the fact that it was the Sandman is the one who actually defeated him.
yeah, I like
dreams and all that.
Yeah, I like that Sandman was the most powerful one. Though, but he's probably just the most powerful because he was fighting Nightmare and Fiend versus Nightmare.
I mean, it's like if you were trying to fight the Fire Princess versus Jack Frost. Jack Frost is just gonna lose.
Badass Santa.
Badass Santa.
Yeah. We need more badass Santa. I would watch Christmas movies if there was more badass Santa.
Yeah, I loved his accent.
I know.
I'm like, it's a Russian Santa.
He seemed to lose it a couple times though.
I was kind of digging the whole Russian language upon the globe.
Yeah.
Like the whole, like the kind of like mystic, sort of like almost like Northern-ish.
It was Russian. It wasn't Elvish.
Well, no, I mean the way they did it though. Like they made it. They
there was
stylized
no
it.
writing in American anywhere in that film because none of them were American.
Though,
Because the Easter Bunny was an Australian kangaroo, and
yeah. Well, when they were doing Jack Frost's backstory, as soon as they said we're implying that he used to be human, it was like, oh, he fell through the ice and died.
Yeah,
He fell through the ice and died.
We figured that out as soon as it opened.
Yeah.
That was like my first. I'm like, oh my god, he's dead.
I thought he was
That's a way to
created.
open a children's movie.
I thought he was created down there.
yeah, I was thinking he was
How could
created.
you be scared? I mean, it's the first thing you see. You don't know what the hell's going on. Why would you be scared? But yeah,
He wasn't really scared. He was talking to the man in the moon.
Yeah, that's not crazy or anything like that.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Sure. If the man in the moon says something to you, listen.
Yes, the man in the moon. Wait, the man in the moon told me to kill my family. Okay.
So now we're going like Sinister style, right?
Yeah, Sinister. Sinister was a good movie.
Man in the Moon told me to send children careening into traffic without any discernible way to control their velocity.
The physics of this is not correct.
The physics of this is not correct.
What's that thing? How did that kid survive a whole couch right into his spine?
It was a soft couch.
All he lost.
It's not a sturdy frame.
It's a kid's movie. You can't kill off a kid in the first 5 minutes of a kid's movie. Okay, but I never.
George Lucas would.
Yeah.
Lucas is a douche.
Yeah, but a thought occurred. Okay, so it actually occurred to me while I was watching the movie while it was going on. So it turned out only one kid was left believing in them, and that was annoying kid. But his sister, didn't his sister also continue to believe?
I liked his sister.
But I think it's because the sister was so young. She doesn't know what like belief. Yeah, like the belief system isn't in her in yet.
But I think she was supposed to be around 2, judging on how her vocabulary is also advanced. But she doesn't sound like a 2-year-old. It sounds like she was being acted by a 30-year-old. Which also brings up another complaint. Okay, I didn't see the new Star Trek movie, so I have no opinion on Chris Pine whatsoever. But his voice did not suit Jack
No,
Frost.
he's a little too old to be playing Jack Frost. But even though we don't really know how old he was when he went through the ice.
He looks like a teenager.
Yeah, he's like
Sounds like a 30-year-old.
preteen.
Yeah, I don't think he was preteen. I think he was a teenager.
Yeah, he seems about 16.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 16.
Yeah.
15.
You could have had Michael Cera play him. He'll always sound like a 16-year-old.
He doesn't have the gravitas
Hey, come
of
on.
Captain Kirk.
Hey, come on, Michael Cera. Michael Cera would play it half awake. Like he.
Yeah.
Well, that would work.
My mystical
I don't know.
entered stuff, you know.
Well, unfortunately, Chris Pine cannot just be Captain Kirk. As much as I would love him to just be Captain Kirk and never be in anything else, it's not going to happen.
How would he make money, though?
He's making money off of Star Trek. He's got a smart,
when did that movie come out?
agent, he's got royalties, man.
When did that movie come out?
He'll make all the way the other ex-Star Trek actors do by making cameos at sci-fi conventions.
They're doing Priceline commercials.
Yeah.
And self-parodies on Futurama.
And on that note, I also find it very interesting that despite the fact that they cast Alec Baldwin, he wasn't doing it as Alec Baldwin.
No, but Hugh Jackman was
Russian
doing it
Santa.
as Hugh
Yeah.
Jackman.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, that's because Hugh Jackman is awesome.
Yeah. I would have liked to see Hugh Jackman sing and dance.
Yeah.
Christopher Walken doesn't dance in 7 Psychopaths. I was waiting for him for that whole movie, for him to dance, and he did not dance.
he plays a person who's crazy enough to cut his own throat just to prove a point. I think he's
Singing
beyond
and
dancing.
dancing
No,
would be a little
but it's
homework.
Christopher Walken. He wasn't really playing it like Christopher Walken either. I mean, it was a good performance, but it wasn't a Christopher Walken.
Which otherwise,
Except for at the end, yeah, when he was doing the story.
I'm lost.
That's
I
the
didn't
thing.
see this movie.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So Sarah, what's your favorite movie so far this year?
since we didn't cover it last week.
Yeah. Since you
Yeah,
were
you
here
weren't
last
here
week,
'cause
you
you
ditched
ditched
us.
us.
And I just used your
Short round.
short round.
Yeah, okay. Well, in my defense, you guys said you weren't going to go because
Carrie Ann said she wasn't gonna go.
Red over there, yeah. You guys are bad. You guys are bad at remembering your fake name.
I
Just,
guess
point that out.
nicknames, except for Rosie, who will always be Rosie.
Sorry, Rosie.
Anyways, favorite movie. I did like Sinister because I was giggling the whole way through that movie. I'm very serious.
Especially the second time.
Oh, yes.
That reminds me of another thing, Rise of the Guardians. The little thing he was saying, let's face fear with fun. That actually has a scientific basis, because scientists have proven that you cannot feel fear if you're laughing, which is why a horror comedy is such a difficult genre to pull off. It's got to strike the right balance.
Yeah.
Scream managed to do it.
Apparently Brain Dead managed to do it, but I haven't gotten to see that yet, because I haven't gotten around to, ordering it. Yeah. Well, they have it on Amazon.
So order it.
I have no money. Shut up.
This happens a lot. They just do
Anything
this.
else? Oh, we lied last week when we said the next 3D movie we'll be seeing is The Hobbit, because the next 3D movie we'll be seeing is Monsters, Inc.
Yeah, Monsters
Next
Inc.
week. And Rosie doesn't want to come because he's a party pooper.
I might come.
You might come now.
Yeah, because I just said
Because you just put me on the spot.
Before
the billions and billions
the
of people.
three people
online.
who are going to watch this.
Hey, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3. 3 people.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know
Well,
3
we just
people.
Had 3 commenters. That doesn't mean we had 3 viewers.
Oh, and 5 because I also shared it with someone else.
Okay.
Oh, awesome. Thank
Yeah.
you for spreading the joy.
So
And the humility and whatever else comes
5
with this.
people's gonna turn into billions.
Maybe one day.
Maybe.
You can dream.
Alright, so that's it for this week. Next week we'll be seeing Monsters, Inc. And then the week after that,